Davidoff Flake Medallions is a whimsical blend of ripe, sweet Virginia tobaccos with zesty Louisiana Perique that is pressed and wrapped around a core of toasted black Cavendish, then sliced into coins. It is smooth and sweet with just the right amount of spice. It's delicious. Yeah, I like it. It's a beautiful day today. I mean, it's going to be warm. It's already warm. I woke up nice and early today. My eyes are bothering me. I don't know if it's allergies or what it is, but I had a lot of wind on the job site. Early last week, I had a pile of dust and debris blow in my face, and something got in my right eye. It bothered me for like 4 days. I was thinking, man, I hope I don't have something lodged in my damn eye, because I don't have any insurance and I don't feel like paying out of pocket to get something. I've had metal in my eye before. They had a core out, and when I woke up this morning it appeared to be gone, so that's good. This is pleasant. Davidoff Flake Medallions. You know, just your everyday Perique. Sweet Virginias, Louisiana Perique. Comes in coin form with a toasted black Cavendish center. I let this sit out for about 45 minutes. It was a little wet. But, ever since I smoked the Peterson Navy rolls, what is it called? Peterson Navy, the real famous one? I don't know. Peterson Navy rolls, whatever it is. I think it's called Peterson Navy rolls. Anyways, I never let those dry out. And I reviewed it, and it started with a lot of potential and great taste, and then it would always go rancid on me. And I knew I should have let it dry out. So I'm going to have to, at some point, pull that out of my cellar, rub out some coins, let it dry out, and then re-smoke it. I understand some blends, depending on the person, is going to like it dry or like it a little moist. Some blends do better dry or moist. Just depends on the person. But, I should have let the Peterson Navy rolls dry out. I mean, Beans is always letting his stuff dry out. That should tell you something. Dry out a little. This is good. It's got about a year, almost a year of age on it. No, it's got a year of age on it. It's good. I'd say like 5-6 months of that was in the tin, and the other 6 to 7 months was in a mason jar. That's really good. I bet it would get even better with some real age on it. Damn, that's good. I don't have to smoke this very much to tell you that I would cellar this. This is pleasing. I'd cellar it deep. I mean, if money weren't You know, if money was of no consequence or issue, I would, yeah, I'd stack this up deep. It rubs out really well, really easy. I've done folding stuff, but I typically just rub out. But I do make a habit of breaking up the black Cavendish as to evenly distribute it amongst the other stuff. But you know, you can get adventurous and kind of fold and stuff. It'll come at you in different phases while you're smoking it, or just barely break it up. Sometimes I will just barely break it up. Hmm. Very smooth. It's a really well balanced vapor. I see why people like this. To me, it's not exploding from the seams with, you know, the fruits, the plum, and what have you, kind of like the Escudo does. But it may with some real age. It's got a real nice smooth balance to it for a vapor. Hmm. Davidoff Flake Medallions. I love you. I'm so glad. I need to be a little more careful. I was going through the rest of my LJ Peretti that I hadn't reviewed, and some of that stuff I bought was aromatics. I didn't even realize it when I was purchasing it. I'm still going to review it. I'm a bit disappointed in myself, that's all. Maybe I was drunk. I don't know. I haven't had a drink in a month and a half, and I don't plan on going back to it. I'm unfortunately one of those people that goes over the deep end with much of what I do. And I just think future sobriety is just the way for me. And I feel better. It's funny. I haven't had a drink in a month and a half. I woke up this morning. I went to sleep like past midnight. I woke up this morning and I was, you know, disoriented. This happens to anyone that's ever been an alcoholic like I used to be. When you quit, you go through those periods where you wake up and you misinterpret the way your body feels in the morning as a hangover. I'm coming to this morning and I'm like, God, ooh. And then I'm like, wait, I quit drinking. This isn't a hangover. Get your ass up. And I got up and I was fine. But it's weird. Like, I don't recall ever feeling that way prior to being an alcoholic. Like, I never woke up feeling like, oh, this is like I have a hangover. It's just weird the way the mind associates things. I don't know. And I don't miss it, and it's not me. That's just me seeking God's face and being honest about some of my struggles in life. And it's been a long, ongoing struggle with things like that. I don't know. And one day I woke up and I felt like the weight had just been removed off me. So, sure as hell ain't me. If I sit here and take credit for it, I'll be drinking tomorrow. It's got nothing to do with me. But I'm not one of these people that I don't like. There's nothing wrong with groups or anything like that. Do you, whatever works for you. But I've been to AA meetings and NA meetings and different. I don't like. It's cultish to me. I don't like it. I don't like the hey, my name's Rinky Dink and I'm an alcoholic. I don't like that kind of stuff. Your words have power. And I don't like when people refer to it as a disease. It's not a fucking disease. You're a selfish prick. You're a weak pussy. And you overconsume substances. You've created a crutch, and it's psychologically ingrained into the way you interface with reality because you've been doing it for a long time, so it's hard for you. You've got some neurological imbalances, you know, because of your you're addicted to dopamine responses and different things. I get it. I'm not saying that it's not hard, but I'm saying you've worked your way into a place where it's become a problem, and now it's hard. It wasn't hard in the beginning. You were disassociating through substances and different things. And I'm not here to point fingers or say that whatever. It's not a fucking disease, okay? It's not hereditary. Fuck off. That's an insurance scam. They made it that way so insurance can cover treatment, okay? Excuse my language. I kind of told myself I'm kind of going to chill out on the cussing, and here I am cussing. But I hate those kinds of affirmations. You step into a meeting and everyone's like, and some of the shit people would say in those things, too. It's like they'd pat themselves on the back like, being an addict, most of us are, I don't know, like in these deeper, tuned, insightful creatures that, as a consequence of being so superior to everybody, we have these inner demons. It's like, fuck off, bullshit, you're a pussy. Quit making excuses. Quit. There's your problem. That's why you're in this fucking meeting, and that's why I won't go. I can't stand when someone starts glorifying the bullshit they do. You know another term I can't stand? You're never going to get better unless you do it for yourself. You got to learn to do it for yourself. It's not that I disagree with that, but I'm here to tell you, fuck you. You owe it to the people that love you to do right. Only a selfish prick self-destructs in front of people that brought him into the world like his parents, people that love him, who would do anything for them, but their head's so far up their ass, they'd rather just lead life in a way where they're slowly self-destructing while those around them have to watch them destroy themselves. Fuck you. If you can't learn to love yourself and do it for yourself, you need to start doing it for other people. You selfish prick. Anyways, these are just conversations I've had with myself. So, don't send me a hate comment like, my daddy was an alcoholic for 35 years and he couldn't help it. You're a horrible person. He could help it. And I do think people have different affinities for things. We have different personalities. We have different life experiences, which is the main bulk of what shapes you. We're all psychologically scarred. I get tired of this. Oh, well, things were especially hard for that person and not for that person. We're all fucked up. That's just the way it is. So, I don't want to hear your excuses about, And anyways, the point is, the reason why I'm saying this is because that's what I couldn't stand about groups or AA. I'm like, you guys are all a bunch of fucking lying pussies. I don't want to be in a group where you pat yourself on the back about how hard shit is for you because you're insightful and, you can see reality, and so it's harder on you. Poor fucking you. And then you're going to come in here and your first 30 days clean, and we're all going to clap for you, and then when you relapse 2 weeks after that, oh, you poor fucking... Get out of here. It's like, you need to get out and experience life more. Jesus Christ. What about the single mother that's raised 3 children who has no help, and they're all against her like she's a horrible mother? My mother had to experience that. Fuck off. She never hid in a bottle. You know what I mean? I guess that's where the empathy and the sympathy will come in for me. If you're young, and it's like you just haven't quite put yourself together. There's been no real introspection. You haven't quite figured out who you are or what's important to you. And you're just directionless. Like, I can kind of turn my head a little bit and be very patient with you if you're young. But anyone my age or older that's selling snake oil about how it's not their fault, please. I don't know, guys. I hit record and I just start talking. I wing everything. This is all off cuff. a lot of different perspectives I have on things. I don't mean to be insensitive or anything like that. It took me an awful long time to God knows I've needed a lot of patience, God's grace, providence, and love. And the truth is, my own struggles have made me more of a charismatic, understanding, empathetical person. It's very dangerous for anyone with an addictive personality or an addictive mindset. You know, you can't really give yourself excuses about things or lend yourself excuses about things. You have to look at it as a struggle for your own life, a struggle for your own well-being, and you only get one shot. And personally for me, it became this race. It's like, am I going to evolve quicker than my addiction? Which one's going to, it's the old, there's two dogs in myself. They're fighting each other, these dogs that I have, these internal demons, and it's like, there's a good dog and a bad dog, and I don't know which one's going to end up on top. Oh, my haunted bookshop came in. And some Star of the East came in. But they were out of the 12-ounce mason jars at 3 stores. Walmart, H-E-B, 2 Walmarts, and 1 H-E-B. I don't know what's going on. I just bought another case of the tiny 8-ounce ones. I had 2 12-ounce mason jars, but I had to get the rest of that haunted bookshop in there. I had to load like 4 little tiny 8-ounce mason jars. I think it took 3 for the Star of the East. Only got like 5 ounces of that. Anyways, this is a really good blend. I highly recommend it. I hope you all have a wonderful Sunday. Venti, mocha, cookie, crumble.